I think we're good.
Zips up.
I think we're good, Jon Dore. This is episode 458. No Laugh Track Podcast, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Acme Comedy Company. I'm Justin Severson. Jon Dore is here with me. You were going to react to 458. You're biting your tongue right now. I can see that.
No, not at all. Just, wow, 458. Like,
Yeah.
Is that 458 episodes, or is it season 4, episode 58?
458 episodes. The last
Probably
time
the
you were
same
here, an even 50 episodes ago.
That's correct.
408 to 458.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And that was a beautiful time we had together, wasn't it?
It was.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time with you.
Yeah, a little over a year ago, beginning of April 2021.
It's correct, smack dab. And there was some distancing, some weird rules at the club. That's all gone now.
Mm-hmm.
That's gone. We
Thank
don't do
goodness.
that anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's a free-for-all. The virus is a rumor here in Minneapolis.
Oh, God, yeah.
And it's time to infect one another through laughter.
That's right.
And it's happening. People are dying. How are you?
On the way over here, I got a push notification.
You did not.
I did. It did not. I wait. You know, I have my phone up on the thing, but I don't look at it right away.
On the what? What do you mean on your thing? On the dash?
Yeah, on the dash. But
How's it adhered to the dash? What are you using?
I do the magnetic.
I have one of those as well. You have
Yeah,
a magnet.
I like
Where's
it.
your magnet now?
It's hidden behind.
Oh, it's hidden
you.
behind there. So yeah, so a friend of mine, I have a magnet on my phone. Sorry to digress here for a moment. We'll get back on track.
Sure.
But I have a magnet on the back of my phone, and I had it at the bar. And my friend looked at it. And he said, "Now, how does that work? You put the magnet on the back there to stick it to the windshield. But I mean, don't magnets ruin technology? Like, how do you have a magnet on there?" I said, "Well, I got a bunch of magnets on my refrigerator. It still works."
Yeah.
Idiot. Okay, so yeah, so
I put magnets in the microwave all the time. Nothing's ever happened.
you can put a magnet in a microwave, can you not?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure you can. There are
Really?
you can get these magnetic lids for the microwave.
I bought one from my parents for Christmas.
You did not.
I did.
Do they love it?
Yes.
Oh, that's the best. And does it have magnets that stick to the?
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying you should go and throw magnets in the microwave. Maybe this is a particular kind of magnet, but I do know that those magnetic lids will stick to the top of whatever item you're putting in to the refrigerator. Anyway, so you were saying, what were you saying?
Oh, I was
You
just,
have you have your phone on the dash.
It was a boring tie-in to COVID in that the manager of the Minnesota Twins, they just announced his COVID. He has tested positive.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and very sad. Hope he's okay.
Oh, I'm sure he's okay.
Yeah, great.
Very
Yeah.
healthy person. Very healthy
Yeah,
person.
I mean, people, it's happening. It's happening.
So I want to ask you something a little. I want to get your philosophy. What is your
geez.
view on this? We're gonna hard hitting. You
Oh,
expect
boy.
this? Don't
I
act
know.
like
I
you
know. I
didn't
just
see it
I get
coming.
worried. But go ahead.
Okay. So as it turns out, both of us showed up late for this podcast recording. Just a tiny bit.
Yes,
We're both a little late.
I wouldn't even call it late, but yeah, I was on the other side of 3:00.
Yeah,
when I
ditto.
arrived. Yeah, and you were a little later than I was, but go ahead.
Yep. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe I've already asked her what I'm bringing up. In that, my oldest daughter, is going for a job interview soon.
Yeah.
And I overheard her talking to her friend that already got a job at this place just this week. They're talking about what the interview was going to be like.
Right.
And the manager at this sandwich shop, apparently his view on being on time,
Yes.
5 minutes early, is being on time.
Okay. Yeah.
And as soon as I overheard my daughter's friend tell her, I looked at my daughter going, "This is going to be trouble for you."
Yeah.
But good
Look,
luck.
I get that. Yeah. Okay. So
What is your philosophy? Like,
if I ran a business, would I say if your shift starts at 4, that means you have to be here by 5?
Yeah.
I mean 5 to 4.
Yeah.
Well, okay. If you're punched in on the floor, ready to go at 4:00, then you're not late.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's just saying, is it a he, the manager?
Yes.
I'm assuming the manager is saying, just show up 5 minutes early to be safe. But is he saying if you're here at 5 to 4, then you're late?
Well,
Like, how serious is this?
I don't know. She might find out the hard way. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but look, she's late for a lot of things, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you're pretty on time for the most
This
part?
is literally a conversation we had as I was driving her to school this morning late. And we also picked up her friend on the way who missed her bus. The friend who has also got the job at the sandwich shop.
Well, I can't.
So, I don't know.
But if you're firing people for a 5-minute window, I can't imagine it's worth turning over staff, in order to retrain, et cetera. If you're there on time, then that's on time. And also, being on time is such a Western concept, don't you think?
It is. It is.
Well, yeah, but it's not a bad concept. Like, hey, let's show up on time and be open on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Because people depend on these consistencies in life. I mean, if you had to go get breakfast at your favorite place and some mornings you're like, oh, sorry, we're going to open at 11 instead of 8 a.m. It's not going to stay open very long, is it?
No.
Because you're going to lose customers.
Yeah.
I love corporate culture. I love Western civilization. And I love businesses opening on time. I like consistency in a product.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I like being able to go to any city in America and know that there's a Subway sandwich shop, and I can get my meatball. Oh, geez. Although the meatball sandwich, sometimes you get the runny marinara sauce. Have you noticed this? Are you a meatball sandwich guy at Subway?
For years I was. Yeah.
So you can get like the rich kind of thick marinara sauce, which is what it should be, and then I don't know, they overwater it, and sometimes it's very runny.
Overwater it like a plant that's growing.
It's runny. It's runny and gross. It doesn't have that thick pizza sauce like consistency that it should.
Doesn't it all come out of?
Why is
Isn't
that?
it just a bag gets cut open and then another bag gets cut open? And
I don't know. I assume
dump them in together.
I don't know. Perhaps, but some of them are runnier. Others are thicker. I don't know what it is.
I would like to say that the sandwich shop my daughter's trying to get a job at is Subway, but it's not. So I won't even. These secrets I can't even.
Is it a chain though?
Yes.
It is. Okay, so it's one that we do know. Is it a Jimmy John's? Jimmy John's would be pretty easy, I'd imagine, because they don't put much on those subs. Just zip, 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 zom, gone.
That's true.
Zip, 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 zom, gone.
That's true. Yeah, you walk in there, it's rock and roll music.
I run in there.
You run. Yeah, you better. Someone will.
Jimmy John's. Here we are.
One of the employees will knock you over if you're not moving fast.
Yeah, if they're there on time. Probably late.
So, John, I'm gonna see how well.
Justin.
I'm gonna see how well we're synced up here. I'm gonna see if you can complete this sentence.
Oh, I love this. I like. Yeah, we wasted time talking about being on time.
I know.
We wasted time talking about time when we could have been playing the game. Okay, go.
Yeah, okay. Here's me saying something to you, John.
You don't have to say that. I know you
I
are.
do.
Okay.
Congratulations on your brand new
Baby.
album. I was gonna say album.
Okay. Oh, sure. Okay, album. Either
You had
way.
a baby?
Are you being serious? Yeah, I had a baby.
No, totally kidding.
Did we talk about that last time? No, we didn't. That's
No!
right. That was just before the news.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
no, I'm teasing you about that. But here's the thing. So, a year ago, it was April 1st that we recorded the No Laugh track last year.
Okay, so this was prior to that was pre-conception.
So here's the thing. Here's an interesting sort of tie-in here. Is I showed up that day telling you that my mother-in-law, who comes to my house during the day to watch my baby,
Yes.
she had tried to play a practical joke on me that day.
Yes, I remember this.
She sent me a text saying, "Hey, Ashley just told me the good news. Congratulations."
Yeah.
And I was not she was trying to make me think
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
what, there's a baby coming. And
Yeah.
I knew immediately that was not true.
Right.
However, right around the same time,
Oh no.
you were probably about to get a message like that, right?
Oh yeah. Well, a little later, but yes. I never got never a message, but I got a phone call. Mm-hmm.
Good.
So I got a call. Yes, I remember that. Vividly.
Congratulations on this baby.
Because thank you. I criticized her attempt at a practical joke.
Yes.
I believe I did. I think we both did. Like,
Yeah.
Good effort, but no.
Yeah.
Great heart, tiny brain. But that's a joke. That's a joke.
You said that.
I did, but it was a joke. But a little bit of tiny brain. So, I think conception was, and let's talk about that more specifically. Let's not talk.
Please.
Like it starts. Life begins at conception.
No
This
better.
is a time.
No better
It's
time
an
to
interesting
discuss-
time in the world. Yeah. What? Okay. So I made love to my girlfriend, and quite well. And I was doing this on a regular basis.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Well, basically, sperm needs to fertilize the egg in the fallopian tube. All right,
I got that
They're
part.
gonna
Regular basis, I don't
I'm just not
understand.
sure how. Oh, regular basis.
Yeah.
I mean, like once a month.
Okay.
We're
Well,
going.
then
at
now
it.
I am following. Okay.
We have an overactive sex life.
Okay, I got you now.
12 times a year. I mean, no wonder we had a kid.
Yeah.
Well, so we went and I went and made love to my beautiful girlfriend. I know that's subjective, but I think she's beautiful. Huge heart, tiny brain, beautiful girlfriend. I hope she doesn't listen to this. No one does, so I'm good. So I made love to my girlfriend, and we were using birth control. There was an IUD, which I thought was securely connected. And in play, anyway, long story short, IUD. I got a phone call from my girlfriend saying, she thinks she's pregnant, and I was devastated. And then a week later, she said, false alarm. The test came back negative. She felt like she was feeling things that she had felt when she had her daughter.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my goodness, thank God. Oh my goodness, thank goodness. And then
this is like those people who like, well, I think I had COVID. I mean, I had all the symptoms. Well, did you get tested? No, but I mean, I probably had it.
No, this is way worse. This could ruin your life. A positive pregnancy test could ruin someone's life. Not like COVID.
No, you're right. You want to go have additional testing to make sure that's.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Okay,
what happened was I did get to answer your question, to go back to it. Yeah, I got that phone call, and then we were able to determine that absolutely she was pregnant. Yeah, ultrasounds, etc. It started to get quite real quite quickly. I was not happy about this at all. I mean, to begin with, I don't know how much of this I can share because I could make it funny, but it would be disrespectful. And but basically, we struggled for a while to determine whether or not this is something that was good and that we wanted. And anyway, that doesn't matter anyway, does it? Because it's happened.
It's happened.
So here we are. Yeah, we have a child.
I showed up one week to do the podcast talking to Brandon.
On time or a little late? Probably late.
I'm always early.
Well, not today, so not always. Careful with these generalizations. Yeah.
Always up until today. So I came in here at one point talking to Brandon, and your name came up, and neither we had seen pictures of you with a baby on social media, and we're like, he didn't have a baby?
Oh, so wait, what was your reaction? Were you like, this can't possibly be good, or this is surprising?
This can't possibly be real. He's fucking with us.
But why would you think I'm fucking with you?
Because you do stuff like that all the time.
Okay, but wait. I would go on social media and claim I have a baby?
Well,
no, I guess it wasn't that specific. I just kept saying this is a baby, and I was showing pictures of the baby.
So I'm I don't know if like maybe this is behind the scenes of your next
possibly
Canadian broadcasting channel show. I don't know. Like you're doing you went from humor resources to
Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Let's say it
How
again.
could
Let's
I
say it, please. No, but you're absolutely right. Who knows?
Yeah, I
could have
know.
been joking. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, you're right. It could have been behind the scenes of something. But I'm curious, did you think, oh no, this can't be good? Like, is part of you not believing that that was my child? Is part of that based on the fact that you think I wouldn't be a good father? Or I'm too old to father a child?
Well, John, I'm definitely not going to say you're too old, since I have a 2.5-year-old at home, and
But how old are you, Justin?
I'm very close to your age.
So you're not as old as I am.
I'm older than you, John.
Are you really?
I am.
Oh, wild. Okay, and you have a 2.5. Okay, so we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh, and let me be very clear. I love this baby, Jackson. I miss Jackson. I don't want to be here right now. I'm glad I get a chance to see you. I'm so happy I get to see you.
Thank you.
This is wonderful. This is the highlight of my trip. I've been away. This will be 3 weeks I've been away from my child.
Well,
something I never thought I needed is now something I can't live without. And I've never experienced anything like that before.
You should drink to that. What is your
alcohol, I guess, would be the only other thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When so my oldest.
Excuse me. Pardon
15,
me. I mean, yeah.
No, my oldest is 15.
Yeah, that's good.
15, 14.
Yep. I was going to say, yeah. You have 15, 14, then 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. As you called it, a discrepancy? I can't remember the word you used.
I don't know what I said either.
About the ages and how the word you used to describe the gap was.
Why the gap? I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have two different moms.
Yes.
That's why.
No, I know that.
Scenario. But I was going to say, so 16 years ago or whatever, my wife at the time, we're talking about, being new parents and what we're going to do and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the topic came up about I think we were visiting a friend, and their daughter would go fetch them beers from the fridge.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and my wife right away was like,
That will never be.
You will no.
That's interesting. Yeah.
What happens in the Jon Dore household?
May I? How did they say it in the Depp trial? What do I do? Can I cross? I'm going to cross-examine or
Please.
whatever. I just have a question for you.
Yeah.
How old was the child that was going and getting beers?
4 or 5.
Well, this is different then. So, if that child, would it be okay for that child to go to the refrigerator and get a can of Pepsi or a bottle of orange juice and bring it over? Would that be allowed in your house?
It was, yes.
It was allowed.
Yeah.
I don't think the child knows the difference between a beer or a Pepsi. It's just a 4 or 5-year-old. Absolutely, child can bring the beer. Next question. A beverage is a beverage. So for a 4 or 5-year-old, what's it matter?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's totally fine.
Okay.
And that's just fun. You know, when a kid's 4 or 5, yes, let it enjoy some tasks. It doesn't even know it's a task. It's just doing something fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
I have no problem with that at all.
Okay. Good. You've passed.
Well, thank you. I didn't know is there a right or wrong answer there?
Government of Alaska has contacted me to ask you some of these questions.
Is that true? Because oh my God. Okay. Yeah. I got to be serious about these then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is being recorded and sent back.
I never know when you're joking. So okay. Best behavior.
Yes.
But for sure. And then you gotta people train their dogs to open the fridge and get a beer out, and they put a rope on the refrigerator so the dog can pull the rope to yank it open.
Yeah.
I wonder I guess a kid can open the fridge fine. So yeah.
Yeah, my 2.5-year-old knows where the popsicles are and tries really hard to get the door open to get to those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she does not have the ability to do it on her own yet.
Good.
So she just kind of like leans back, tugging on it.
It's fun to watch. Yeah.
It's real, and she can't pronounce popsicle very well either. So it's even,
Popsicle?
Yeah.
What is she in?
Pretty
Popsicle?
close to that.
Yeah, Popsicle is very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking now, the 4 or 5-year-old grabbing a beer. Yeah, there's no chance of it opening the drink.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, not a problem. Yes, get the beer.
I mean, maybe a twist off. No, of course not.
No, I don't think that's going to work. Yeah.
No, of course not. We should mention that last year when you were here, I talked about how I got to use but I did use a VPN so I could watch Human Resources here in the United States because it was only available in Canada at the time. Right. And now people can go on YouTube and watch all of the episodes.
Yes. Yeah, the production company put it up on YouTube after it aired on the CBC. Just chucked it up there for anyone who wants to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that they should. It's very
funny.
Oh,
yeah. Great. Yeah. Well, check out Humor Resources on YouTube. That's humor with a U. Two U's. HUMOUR. That's actually the correct spelling. And then America said, let's simplify it for us dummies.
That's right. And as I was joking about earlier, you do have a new album that came out a few months ago?
Yeah. The only time I ever recorded an album. So, yeah, it's called A Person Who Is Gingerbread.
Which is a great joke.
Thank you. Still do it occasionally.
Oh, okay.
But I'd never put an album out, so I thought it's time to do that. And since trying to turn over some new material with Baby being born, it was time to retire some old. So, yeah, it was good just to throw it out there and get it online and maybe try and earn some money off of it. That's what people should do, is stream or buy the album or demand that SiriusXM Radio play the album. A Person Who Is Gingerbread by Jon Dore, stand-up comedian.
Stand-up comedian Jon Dore.
Yep.
And then there's a song on there that we talked about last time we were here as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Cool Morning Breeze.
We threw that on there just for fun, yeah.
Yes, we did.
The character from the Humor Resources was trying to create a song, and then he got challenged because he was on hold at a call center while he was trying to assemble a chair. And he got a phone call from, or he didn't realize that the entire call center was listening to him. And then the call center made fun of the song he was singing while he was waiting. And then outside of the television show, for revenge, he went into studio, recorded a really great track called Cool Morning Breeze in the Afternoon. Yeah.
Have you ever performed it live?
Music live?
Yes. With an audience.
No, I don't think so. I mean, in jest, but not like sincerely. Yeah.
No, never, huh? Okay.
Well, goddamn comedy jam, singing. You know what I mean? When the band gets on stage, comics do time, and then the comic sings a song. I've done that a couple times.
Sure.
But not sincerely. Like, hey, let's get on stage and really try and, tug at the heartstrings. Have you?
No, but what if Brandon hit end of the set tonight?
Yeah,
in the
done.
back of the room they hit the music, and would you just
Done.
Yeah?
You kidding me? That's absolutely. Oh, I will gladly do. I just haven't had the opportunity. Were you talking about A Cool Morning Breeze specifically? Have I ever
Yes.
done that live in front of? No, never.
No.
But I gladly.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
I don't even know if I can remember all the lyrics, but I'll do it. Of course.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Absolutely. Brandon, you get that ready? No, don't even worry. Anytime.
Oh my goodness, you got to make that happen. You got to make that happen.
Play it now if you want. I mean, whenever's right.
Did you we talked so I'm wearing my Minnesota Wild shirt
Yes, you are.
today. Your team
Ottawa Senators.
out of the playoffs.
Out of the playoffs.
Didn't make it.
Yep.
Do you pick a backup team when your team's not in?
I mean, I love hockey, so I'll watch interesting stories. I love Crosby, so I'll watch and root for the Penguins a little bit. But again, not heartbroken if they lose or anything.
Yeah.
Toronto's always interesting because it's great for hockey in Canada, but also great if they lost, because that city will get really mad, and that's kind of fun. Edmonton because of McDavid, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I guess mostly Canadian teams, but yeah, Pittsburgh's fun to watch. I'd be happy for Minnesota. If
I
they
mean,
did
you could have
something.
said that first since you're here.
What, Minnesota? Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't really, they don't do much for me. As a city and as a people, I don't, so it's hard for me to root for the team. I want to, I just don't like the city or the people.
Fair enough.
Yes, you're welcome.
Did you see what happened at the game last night? Not the final result, but there was a really weird thing involving a hat trick.
Oh, so we were at the bar afterwards, me and some buddies from Ottawa, actually, that were in town, coincidentally. We went out to Cuzzy's, so there was no volume on the game, but we're having a beer, and I noticed all the hats went down. Then I saw they were reviewing a goal, but then I saw hats coming down again. Is that what happened?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Joel Eriksson Ek
Yeah.
had a hat trick.
Yeah.
Everybody's which is 3 goals for people who don't know, 3 goals in one game. And everybody, by tradition, a lot of people throw their hat onto the ice. That happened. Then there's this delay, like you said, and they start reviewing the play. Turns out Marcus Foligno was offside. So
he was offside.
He was offside. So the goal is then nullified, which means no goal, no hat
Don't
trick.
tell me he scored again.
No.
Okay.
So that means no hat trick.
Yeah.
All these people just threw their, $30, $40 hats onto the ice.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yes.
Then, 5 minutes later, Kirill Kaprizov scores his 3rd goal of the game.
Oh, no way.
Yes way.
Oh, so it was a different. Oh my God, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, I can't imagine what's going through the fans' heads going,
Yeah.
Do we wait and see for the confirmation? What do we do here?
But still, there still could have been 2 hat tricks in the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So Wild. So then Wild, Minnesota Wild.
Hey.
So they threw the hats onto the ice after this. Okay. Interesting.
And I would say, I didn't count them, but it looked like there were less hats that came out with the second one.
You'd think because most of the hats went out the first time.
But it's just the second one. But it's really just
the combination of fewer hats in the
stands.
stands at that point than there were at the beginning, and also hesitation as a result of will this goal be called back?
Yeah.
How can we possibly trust this game?
I've never seen that happen before.
Have you ever been at a game when there was a pant trick?
The what?
Yeah, a pants trick.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So some cities, when you score 3 goals, they throw their pants on the ice. Have you ever been there for that?
No.
It is bonkers. Yeah, there's just trousers scattered all over the ice.
What?
Yeah, that's how it started. It used to be pants tricks, and then it became hat tricks. Yeah.
It's amazing. Must be a Canadian thing.
Must be.
Must be. So that was amazing. That was a really fun evening last night.
A shoe trick.
You
Throw one shoe out.
So when I was reading about this
Glasses trick. You gotta
That's
throw
not
your
a thing.
glasses out.
That's not a thing.
I can name some other accessories if you like. Okay, go ahead.
Watch trick.
Don't be ridiculous.
That's silly.
That would hurt.
Cell
someone.
phone trick.
Well, that's in the pants.
Keys trick.
Keys trick.
No one
in
goes
the
home.
Pants. In the pants.
Do you know what I don't even know if I've never heard this phrase
pterodactyl?
before,
Yeah.
but I saw it this morning when I was looking up the hat trick thing. First of all, do you know what they do with the hats when they're
That's a
thrown on
great
the ice?
question. I would love to know. That's a great little mini doc. Is what happens to the hats? I don't know. Sterilized and then to charity.
Yes,
Is that what they do?
a lot of them do.
Yeah.
But I think the first thing I read that a lot of teams do is they offer them to the player that scored the hat trick as sort of like a trophy.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe pick through, grab a nice one, put it up on a display at home.
I wondered, like, why don't they? I mean, I guess part of the joy is giving away something of your own to celebrate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So getting it back would be strange, but why not have just hey, if you do want your hats back, I mean, well, I guess how do you prove? Yeah, I don't know. I guess you just part with it.
Yeah. Everybody writes their name under the bill of their hat when you walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why not? That would make great sense. Like,
It
in case
would.
you got to throw it out. Yeah.
It would.
Huh.
When you graduated high school, did you toss your?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh, whoops! We talked about. Oh my goodness! I'm so. Oh.
Oh, no, I did graduate high school, but I had
night school, summer
yeah,
school.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yes.
So when I graduated high school, what?
I remember, being apprehensive about throwing that stupid hat.
Oh, I
in the
never
air. That
went to
wasn't
a
even mine.
I didn't go to a graduation.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, I see. So you can't imagine being at a hockey game and throwing your hat onto
Correct.
the ice, because how could you part with that if you couldn't part with a hat that wasn't even yours? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, you don't like disarray.
No.
Yeah, you like down the middle, meat and potatoes, keep it simple. Let's organize, clean your room.
I just take good care of my stuff. That's it.
Yes,
Yeah,
well, as you should. Hey, it's your stuff.
It's my stuff. Anyway, a Texas hat trick. That's a phrase I heard this morning. Do you know what that is?
Texas hat trick. What would that be? No, what is that?
It sounds like I'm about to tell you about like some dirty sex move, but it's
Could be.
4 goals,
It is, huh?
and I have no idea why.
A Texas hat
Yeah.
trick. So, well, it's bigger. Everything's bigger in
the only thing I
Texas, so
can
it's
think of.
bigger. It's bigger than a hat trick,
Yeah.
I'd imagine, right?
That's the only thing I can think of. is
Yeah,
that it's bigger than a
Texas
hat trick.
toast, thicker than regular toast. Come on, it's got to be that.
You're right. You're
Well, it
absolutely
is.
right.
No, I'm not. I know I'm right. It's got to be that. I'm willing. I will throw. You can have my child, if I'm wrong.
Wow.
Yep.
Will you deliver the child? Will you
It's already
deliver the
delivered.
child?
We already had it. It's already live. You can have it. Oh, will I bring it to you?
Will you
Yes.
transport the child?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. In a Texas-sized helicopter. I will come down to Minnesota, and you can have my kid. I guarantee that's why it is.
Perfect.
Texas hat trick. That's simple. That one's easy. You don't have to think about it.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm having a Texas good time.
Oh.
I am.
Thank you. There's a commercial playing on the. Oh, it's actually during the Wild games. They
Yeah.
they advertise all of the concerts coming to town at the
Yeah.
same venue, right?
Okay,
You
yeah.
know, blah blah blah. Rod Stewart coming to town.
Yeah, yeah.
21 Pilots coming to town. Here's the one I'm bringing to your attention here.
Oh, boy.
She is the voice of a generation.
Should I guess?
Go ahead.
Okay, a voice of a generation.
I can give you a hint.
She's a voice of a generation, not
Yes.
this generation. A generation.
Yes.
Voice of a generation.
A.
Shania Twain.
No.
Because I know she's getting back. Okay. Celine Dion. There's no way. Voice of a Avril Lavigne.
She is coming to town, but she's opening for another band.
Alanis Morissette.
Boom!
I've named all 4 were Canadian.
Yeah, you nailed
Yeah,
it.
wild. Okay.
Alanis Morissette.
It is Alanis. Yeah. Well, I know she's doing Blues Fest in Ottawa this year.
Well done.
Yeah. That's a great one, though. I would go see Alanis. And Blues Fest especially. I'd love to see her in Ottawa outdoors. That'd be great.
So do you agree with that description of she's the voice of a generation?
Well, what does that even really mean, a voice of a
don't
generation?
know.
I don't know. I mean, did we ever really follow her lead? Did she influence culture in a way where the generation... I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
But sure, I mean, she is a voice of a generation. So are you.
In our own special way.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, who would you consider like a voice of a generation? Bruce Springsteen? Absolutely. Bob Dylan. These are generational voices,
Bob
right?
Dylan, absolutely.
Steve Earle, I would consider a voice of a generation.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yes.
I can see that. I have so the exact same night that Alanis Morissette will be in town, and I will probably have an opportunity to work that concert because of my
Nice.
job at the
Yeah.
XL Energy Center. I previously bought, before this show was announced, I bought 4 tickets for me, a buddy, and 2 of my daughters to go
Yeah.
see Weird Al Yankovic on the exact same night.
Well, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to go see Weird Al?
Yeah.
But what's Weird Al gonna do? I mean, I guess that could be an interesting show. I just think Alanis or Weird Al. I mean, you go see Alanis, right?
I know.
It's hard. You're having a hard time with this one,
Well, I mean, one, I spent money. The other one, I could make money. So yeah.
right? And you're kind of a make money type of guy. Yeah, because who knows when that next pandemic's gonna
Yeah.
grab us by the throats and drag us down to the ground and suck the blood out of us
That's
and leave
correct.
us for dead.
That's
So
correct.
yeah. I don't know, Weird Al, because what's that concert going to be like? Is it just him and a band singing his song parodies, or is there video elements? Is
Both.
there kind of a
Both, and a little bit of backstory that I've I've brought my daughters to see Weird Al. This one might be the 4th time.
Oh, wild.
So it's
Okay.
sort of our thing.
Oh, so no. Then you go. Sorry, what am I talking about? You definitely go to Weird Al. Then.
Yeah, I mean, I have to.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
be...
sad that you can't work that night, earn some coins.
and see the
you
show, yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine.
Can't be everywhere at once.
You know, but you're sacrificing that to spend a great time with your daughters. It's beautiful. You're doing the right thing, and you know you are. That's what I like about you. You know.
You know what's going to happen between now and then? One of them will try everything they can to back out and not go.
Why?
Because they're teens.
It just happens? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah.
That's why.
They can't abandon. No, they can't abandon. How are things going with the teens? Like, are they good? Are they starting to rebel? Are they like too cool for school? Are they like, Dad, we're not going to be friends for a while?
One of them is, yep.
Okay. Yeah. The older one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's scary stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm in like everything's wonderful phase, relationship wise.
Right.
And I know because all my friends now have kids who are the same age, 14, 15, or 13, 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, God, here it comes.
Mm-hmm.
They all hate it.
Mm-hmm.
And the anxiety around the house is terrible, too. The conversations you have, like, should be worried? Are they depressed? Do we need to get a counselor? What's going on here? Is this normal? Yeah. I'm sure you're having all these thoughts.
Yeah, the pandemic didn't help. That's for sure.
It didn't, huh?
Yeah. No. Ruining these kids' social
they were,
lives
yes.
for 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, didn't really,
Insane.
Didn't really do them any favors. Didn't do a lot of adults any favors either. But crushing. Oh!
Get that later.
There was a basket there. People can't see it. It's off camera. You hit the backboard.
There was a recycling bin down there.
Recycling bin.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like
Obviously.
drinking. I just love recycling.
Aw.
Whatever I can do. I guess drink reduce is the first one. So you reduce, then reuse, then recycle.
I'm hesitating to bring this up because
Oh God, I love it.
Yeah.
Because why?
Well, no, I woke up in the morning and again a push notification. It's giving me news first thing out of morning, and it's Dave Chappelle attacked.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, but it sounded way more serious.
Yeah.
Than
No,
it was.
you're right. Dave Chappelle attacked. Yeah. Well, yeah. You woke up to clickbait because, yeah, that sounds like he was minding his business, walking down the street, and then someone came at him with a crowbar or something, right? Like something strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened?
What happened to him?
Well, tell me what happened to you. You had this moment where you're like, oh boy, and then you went online, and what did you see? What did you read?
Yeah, that someone sounds like it was maybe a little
Do we know
not stable.
Oh, so do we know anything about this gentleman?
That he is 23 years old, and they listed his address as not having an address.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad nothing was listed either way. Unfortunate that there is no address. The photo I saw of this guy afterwards did not make me happy.
Oof.
I mean, it's one thing, yeah, you definitely don't jump someone and rush the stage, but what happened to his arm?
So I saw headlines about, well,
Is this just exaggerated, or what is, like, that's weird.
I tried to avoid seeing that stuff. I didn't want to see it,
Yeah.
but it was posted so many places. Yeah, his arm looks like a question mark.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
Now, do you think they'll get in like, again, you don't rush the stage and attack someone, but, I mean, you apprehend this person and you take them off, but you start to hear stories of the entourage. Like, is the entourage in charge of security and
Right.
in turn ethical security? Like, I don't know. Like, do you pound someone and beat them till their arms are bent? Again, you don't rush the stage. But yeah, it was a weird picture. So again, I don't know enough about it, but yeah.
Did you have you ever crossed paths with Howie Mandel?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I knew Howie a little bit in Ottawa, or sorry, in Toronto. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he was on I was doing Scare Tactics. You know the show Scare Tactics?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last time you were here.
So a friend of his that was developing a show with him called This Is How We Do It. It's an old TV show.
How We Do It?
How We Do It, yeah. And so, and the theme song was?
Probably written.
This is how we do it. So,
written by Alan Thicke.
is that right? Oh, right. So anyway, so yeah, I'd met Howie a couple times in Canada, and then almost did a show with him. Well, yeah, long story. Yeah.
Did he shake your hand? That's not even what I was getting to, but did you guys shake hands?
No, but that's interesting. I reached out to shake his hand, and then I got the pound back, and I'm like, oh yeah, fuck, I should have used my head. But yeah.
No, your hand, not your head.
Yeah, you're right. Yes.
Come on. This is how I want to just read you Howie Mandel's comments.
Mm-hmm.
Howie Howie Mandel isn't looking forward to doing stand-up comedy in the near future. The 66-year-old admitted that he's fearful for the comedy community, following Will Smith slapping Chris Rock and Chappelle the other day. Not to comment on anything what happened at the Academy Awards, but I thought that opened the floodgates. We're already as comedians being attacked as far as being canceled or something that you don't like, something that you find offensive, something you think is too soon. You saw what happened at the Academy Awards, and I thought that just triggers violence, and I think this is the beginning of the end of comedy. Howie.
Well, let's be honest, he's a bit of an idiot. And I think he's exaggerating quite a bit here. And I can't imagine him saying anything that would ever get anyone upset. Yeah, we always have to be worried about this. And yeah, there might be copycat things. But no. What are you talking about? I mean, sure, we have to be worried, but the end of comedy? The end of stand-up? I can't get on a stage again? You're on a fucking stage all the time. He's vulnerable to attack. He's one of the judges in the back going, good job.
What's going on in his head? Is he picturing everybody just like with a clenched fist?
Germs.
Yeah. They're going to either punch me or throw germs at me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this gets thrown around the world, like Howie's comments. And
Yeah,
it just becomes part of this nonsense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't get on a stage and hurt anyone. The Academy Awards is very different than stand-up comedy. Like, that's insane what happened there. That is bonkers. The fact that ever happened is crazy.
I saw that Humor Resources got nominated for some sort of award in Canada.
We were nominated for 2 Canadian Screen Awards, one for Best Show and one for Best Performance. Lost both of them.
Performance
Everything's fine.
By yours truly?
Correctamundo.
Woo! What? So if there would have been some sort of interruption during that awards show,
it was online.
You were in your
I was
bedroom?
at my house. Yeah, in my I was upstairs in my tie. So if there was an interruption, it would have been my girlfriend or our daughter Emma, and it would have been easy. I would have said, "You get out of here! Get out now!" And that would have been it. Would have been easy. Yeah.
Yeah. No slaps.
Someone comes at me with a fist in the house. Oh, someone comes up, hits me in the face in my house. I tell them, please don't do that again. And I have no problem saying that.
You put your foot down gently and say that.
I'm going to wipe these tears from my eye, and then we are going to talk. I'm upset.
I need an update on Emma.
Yeah.
So she did some acting on Humor Resources.
Yes.
And as I pointed out to you last year, her name ended up on IMDb.
Yes, that's right. You did mention that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And does she have is it gone any farther? Is she taking lessons? Are you teaching her?
Great. No, well, I can't teach her anything. I mean, that kid No, but I have spoken to her about, do you want to take acting classes? Would you like it? And then I'm explaining to her, here's what it requires. Here's what you do. And it's a lot of, Emma is she's very much a free spirit. And if she does not like something, she stops doing it. And if she likes something, she'll do it until she falls asleep. So, yeah, soccer didn't quite work out for her, but we're going to try that again with her. Ballet, she went longer than we thought she would have, and then that stopped. So we have to be very careful. Wrestling, she went to one thing. She'd be a great wrestler. That kid is, she's very strong. So I want to make sure, because I don't want it to, she's very good at it, but I want her to really love it and understand it and appreciate it. So, yeah, we've talked about it.
That's awesome.
But have yet to look into the classes. But, I'm pretty sure, Yeah, coming out of COVID now, I think everyone's ready to get back and do these things. So,
yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I just wonder if she would love it, going over lines and scripts and learning. And then, I think the idea of teamwork and getting on stage and putting a play together with your friends and hearing the audience applaud, I think she'd be into that. Yeah.
What was your first performance?
Oh, God. Who knows? I mean, whatever. A few little things in
like,
grade
did you
school.
do? Was there like an elementary school where you're like, I'm gonna be the judge in the play or anything like that?
No, I mean, I was in a play in the second grade, but whatever. No, I didn't do anything. I mean, I was silly, and my dad would show me SCTV and David Letterman and all these things that I'd love impersonating people. Anyway, that was the extent of my performance, was just around the house being an idiot. High school, different person. I didn't really get into any kind of performance or acting until I was about 20, 21. And it was, Eddie May Murder Mystery Dinner Theater. which was great. This particular dinner theater group was amazing.
That's where you're interacting with people, right?
Well, yeah, there's a scripted story, an improvised aspect, and then you're also, dropping hints with the audience as you do. And I tell you, it was great. Our owner, Noel Council, creator, writer, director, owner, Noel Council, his theory was always there's no such thing as too much blood.
Oh.
So we'd have these death scenes where you'd have like a blood bag in your mouth, and then you'd have like this effervescent, I can't remember what it was, but like you'd bite the blood bag, and then the whatever it was, the other baking soda type thing would cause it to foam out of your mouth and be music playing, and yeah, you'd do this big death scene. He had this water bottle that you'd carry under your costume, and you'd be holding your neck, and there'd be a tube running up your neck, and you'd squeeze it and blood would fire up at the seizing. And so like it was great, and great actors and really fun. So yeah, really fell in love with performance there. But then took some improv classes in Ottawa. So yeah, that's how I started.
Have you done, what's the latest with your acting?
What does that mean?
It means, what have you been working on? Have you done anything?
Like, what's the latest with my acting? Like, am I sharp?
Let me ask you another way. I saw on Instagram.
Oh, here we go.
I saw on Instagram that there's a series coming out on Amazon Prime called The Lake.
Correct, yes.
I recognize one of the stars is Julia Stiles.
That's right, yes.
And then another name listed is Jon Dore.
Is my name listed? Is that right?
When you look it up and it lists, everyone.
Yeah, well, good. It should be.
Yeah.
Because I put some good work into that.
Okay, so tell me about The Lake.
Well, it's a show that we shot in Northern Ontario last year. Well, North Bay, Ontario last year. It's a really fun John Hughes type of feel, in my opinion, like a hyped up maybe John Hughes on crack while he writes a script. And this is all a compliment. Delightfully happy with the result. I play a character. My wife and I are characters in this show, and it's kind of a coming-of-age story. Well, a kid who comes back home from cottage country to reconnect with his birth daughter, and then gets involved in politics around the lake. And I'm this, character in the cast that exists and has lots of fun things to say. He's a big drinker, loves wandering around, crushing beers.
Oh, did you bring that along, or was that already written?
I'm ready to go anytime.
I'll excuse you.
Well, we did go through a lot of set beers. I would always say, I should probably have a beer for this scene. And so I'd chug in the background of everything. I'm like, I got to repeat the action every time. I was like, God, I've had about 8 cans of water. So, I should not have introduced so much drinking to the character. But no, really, really fun show. Yeah, called The Lake. Comes out June 17th.
And this is, it will be available here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I did read, Canada, Amazon Prime Canada's behind it, but it will be available all over the place.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll be available all over the world.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. And it's a comedy.
Yeah. It's like there's definitely some drama. I don't even want to say dramatic. Yeah, sure. Comedy, drama. It's a comedy. For sure it's a comedy. But there's some real heartfelt, folksy connections with character moments that are great. Real fun slow motion montage set to music moments. Like
wow.
I really like it. It's different than anything I've been a part of, and I was curious to see how this would all come together. And yeah, I really like it. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
The Lake.
The Lake. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that's out there you can talk about that you didn't post on Instagram that I saw?
No, I don't think there is. I'm trying to reinvent myself a little bit, and I don't know what that's going to look like. I want to, what does my online presence feel like, when it comes to whatever, Twitter or Instagram or YouTube, and what do I do as a guy who's 46 with a newborn, who still loves being silly and a little rude at times,
mm-hmm.
and maybe not rude, but deliberately inappropriate. What does that mean? What does that look like? And how do I even get it out there? Like, do you just put stuff up on Instagram and then nothing happens to it? Do you try and monetize your YouTube and then put some effort into that? I don't know. So anyway, stay tuned to @TV's Jon Dore on Instagram and Twitter, and you'll find out the latest as far as what's going on with John. The Lake coming out June 17th, and otherwise, follow him on social media for the latest and where he'll be performing. Anyway, I want to thank you very much. We've been talking to Justin today. Justin had some really great questions, and I want to thank you so much for joining us yet again for the Jon Dore Show. We'll see you next time. Seacrest out.
Good night.